Hi everyone! So for my Cinderella story, I did the humanistic view. So with that, I just wanted to include some stuff like expressing her emotions back, expressing that you understand how she feels, also exploring her feelings, and eventually helping lead her to the conclusion of whether or not she wants to go to the ball or not still. So here's my story. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl named Cinderella. She lived in a faraway kingdom, and the royal family was planning a glorious ball. Everyone in the kingdom, far and wide, were invited to celebrate. When Cinderella heard this, she was so excited. She made a beautiful dress and got all ready for the ball, but to her despair, her evil stepmother and stepsisters would not let her go. Heartbroken, she laid there crying. All of a sudden she heard a voice. "Why are you crying, child?" She looks up to the strange woman. "Who are you?" "Why, I'm your fairy godmother, and I am here to help," she replied. "I can visually see that you're very upset. What is it that made you feel this way?" "Oh, my wicked stepmother won't let me go to the ball," said Cinderella, still crying. "Well, that must seem quite unfair," fairy godmother replied. "It is. I just don't understand why my life has to be so terrible," she exclaimed. "What is it that makes your life terrible?" asked Fairy Godmother. "First my mother dies, then my father marries a woman who hates me, and now I'm the only one in the whole village that doesn't get to go to the ball," she whimpered. "I'm sorry to hear that. It must be hard for you without your mother," says Fairy Godmother. "It is," says Cinderella. "I miss her so badly." There's a pause. "I know she would have let me go to the ball," she continues sadly. "Why is it so important for you to go to the ball?" asks Fairy Godmother. "Because I feel so lonely, and I just want to meet new people," she replied. "So what do you think you should do?" Fairy Godmother continues. After a thoughtful pause, Cinderella looks at her and states, "I'm going to go to the ball and make friends. And that way I don't have to be around my stepmother and stepsisters all the time, and I'll have someone I can actually talk to." "I think that's a great idea," proclaimed Fairy Godmother. So this is just a kind of short story. Of course, that's a short-term solution, just figuring out what she wants to do that night and where her feelings are coming from. Of course, you would want to further explore that with more, I guess, sessions with the fairy godmother. But yeah, that was my approach on the story.